Howdy all and welcome to Lac Lives. I'm Lacander and this is Lac Plays Minecraft, which I have been doing a lot. Oh, let me tell you, don't come up with a plan to do something that you think looks easy, because it's not going to be. Just don't even start. Don't think, I can do a little bit of redstoning. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's just throw it in a little building here next to my house and I can sort all my stuff. Just throw it in a chest and let it sort. Oh man. Phew. We're looking at probably 20 hours of me banging my head against the wall now, trying to figure this stuff out. And I think it might be close to working now. I'm pretty sure if it's not working at the moment, then it's just down to needing some fixes where something's broken or I missed a piece. But this is a 30 item sorter that will feed into these chests automatically with an overflow chest and a chest to just throw stuff into. Now I haven't loaded it up yet, so it doesn't quite work. But we're going to go down and look at this monstrosity so you can see what exactly I have done. Well, not just me, I had some help on it. Short and Proud, he helped me do quite a bit. Well, no. I did all the building. He helped me figure out a little bit of the redstone last night. I had a plan, and I gotta find the spot here where I can get across. I had a plan, and my idea was that I could take a sorting system and then have that sorting system move into chests, right? We saw that. We saw that in my previous video. And here we go. This is a good one. And so this part we've already done, right? I've got the 3 hoppers. I've got the hoppers that are filters in the middle. I got the hoppers that are the hopper train at the top. I've got the hoppers that pull when the appropriate items come through. That's all done. I shortened it down a little bit. This used to be 4 blocks across. I shortened it to 3, just dropped off an extra row of redstone up here. Well, this was 2, what are these things called? Comparators. 2 comparators back and then down and then in. And I could do it with a single comparator. So I just did it with a single comparator. Just shrink it down a little bit, try to compact it a little bit, because it is a huge, complex, well, it's not even complex, but a huge machine. And then, I redstone locks the hoppers, so you gotta watch where the redstone is. And so I have probably built and tore down this thing about 8 times now, trying to figure it out. And so it's mostly just, it's 3 components: hopper chains, the sorter system, and then a dropper elevator. Well, actually a bunch of dropper elevators. And so what I wanted to do was bury the sorting system underground because of how large it is. And not that it really saved me a whole lot of room in the end. I basically saved, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 blocks underground. Although some of it was going to be underground anyways because it had to be underneath the chest. But so the way this works, the way this works, I have fallen so many times. Not to my death though, because I'm wearing feather falling 4 boots. Okay, there we go. So the way this works with the hoppers goes like this. I actually want to get up to the top one here. Let's see if I can get up here. somewhere up here is the stairway to the top. It's somewhere in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big hole in my stairway and then not be able to get up there. Yep, right here. Maybe I can make that jump. Nope. Let's try that again. Nope. There we go. All right, so this is the top one here. Ooh, no. This isn't the top one. Where's the top one? This is the one I just came across. Derp. It's up here. There we go. This is the top one. Okay. Ooh, I need to fill this in yet. I've been digging holes in the ground and everything, so yeah. This is dangerous too. I shouldn't have this open to the sky. I'm gonna get mobs in here. But so what happens is this: you've got your hopper chain at the top here. Items drop into the hopper chain. They move across the chain. The hoppers below it are your filters, and I don't have any filters set up on this one yet. And there's different ways to do it, and mostly I'm going to use cobble, but I'm like out of cobble. This is like all the cobble I have right here, 32 pieces. And so I've got to come back with tons of cobble to do this, because you need 21 pieces of cobble, 22 if it's your cobble chest, and then one of the item that you're going to sort into it. But so you got this filter here, right? And so when this filter trips to 23 pieces, this comparator pushes a signal out to here, which lights up underneath and turns on the hopper to start sucking down. But it will only suck down when there's more than 23 items. Now I'm pretty sure this 3 method will work. I tried it out. I don't think. Well, I am positive that this sends out a signal of 2, so it goes 1, 2, or 1, 2. It will not like this one to turn on the next hopper. So that's good. You can use the 3. This is fine. Well, the one I was looking at was a 4. Now when the hopper chain, when it goes past all those filters and there's still more stuff, then it comes down to the next level, just feeds across, which then drops down to the next level, which is down here. And so when this one filters across, then it goes over to my chest, which is not done. See, I need to do that part yet. I haven't done that part yet. Now, when I was researching dropper elevators, the reason I have the dropper elevators is because this stuff's all underground, and we're climbing up between a couple of hopper elevators. And so the first hopper elevator I tried works like this. You point your droppers pointed up, like so, right? So those are droppers. And then you put a comparator next to it, like that, right? So this comparator receives a signal saying, hey, there's something in this hopper, or this dropper. And it sends a redstone signal into that block. And, I've put this right next to chest, so I don't even have room to work on this. Let's go out here. This is where we were working last night. Dropper, comparator. Sends the redstone signal into this block, making this block powered. And then you put in a redstone repeater into another block, into a redstone repeater, into another block, into a redstone repeater. And so every time this dropper receives an item, it triggers itself to kick upwards. And so you put a hopper on the side of this, like so. I can't believe I don't have an extra dropper. You know what? I've got the supplies on me to make a dropper. How about if I just make one, and we can look at how this works. Piece of redstone and some cobble. We got a dropper. We'll take these out like so. All right. So you put in your item, it gets fed into your dropper kicks it out. See, it signals itself. Now, they don't click if they feed into an inventory. So if I had... if I had supplies of a useful nature, oh, there we go. So if I put a chest on top of this dropper, nope, wrong key, and I put these in here, then you can see no clicking. Now the trick that I ran into was that this redstone signal going into the dropper actually makes the dropper charged. So the hopper is receiving a redstone signal every time this lights up, which is fine because it means it stops the hopper from feeding into the dropper. And you can hear no clicks, and it's all getting pushed up into the chest. And then all the cobbles in the chest without making clicks. Those clicks you hear are because it's a trapped chest. Okay, so if I wanted to use this dropper tree, or dropper elevator here, the problem is that I've got 3 rows of 10 that need to feed into these chests. And so what I did was I came up with a system. Those sheep are so loud. Let me turn off animal friendly creatures. Shush. Okay, so what I wound up with was, okay, fine. If I do it this way, it'll work. But if I want my elevator next to it for the next filter over, then I have to drop down 2 levels below, right? This is actually the almost exact spot I was working on last night. I have to go 2 levels below that next spot so that I can put in my redstone behind it, right? Comparator, block, pretend that's a comparator and not a redstone torch. Repeater, block, repeater, block, repeater. Okay, and so that's how I could get it to fit. But I've got 10 of them. So that means that I actually wind up being 18 blocks lower on the 10th one than I was on the first one. Okay, now I couldn't ever get it to work right. So what I wound up doing was, instead of individual double chest for each item, I'm putting 2 items in each double chest. So basically each item, shares a double chest with one other item with my current system. And I wanted separate double chests. I could get it to work for a single row, but not with the item elevators. Never could get it to work no matter what we did. Couldn't figure it out. So that means they would only be, 8 blocks below. That wouldn't be so bad. But that's 8 blocks for each set of elevators. And so we're looking at, a minimum of 24 blocks straight down for these elevators to fit in. And that just wasn't going to work for me. So I started trying to figure out how to make it vertical. I did not see any vertical triggered item elevators on my search. And then Short, he got on, and then he asked what I was doing, and I told him what I was trying to do. And so we were trying to figure out how to do a vertical trigger for an item elevator instead of a horizontal trigger like I just tore apart, right? Horizontal meaning that they swing out to the side instead of going underneath. And so this is what we came up with. I tried a bunch of different configurations, and Short finally came up with the answer. I didn't know that a redstone torch can send a block to redstone a whole block down like this. And that was the trick. That's the trick that Short figured out. I'm sure other people know about it. I'm sure I could have watched a YouTube video explaining exactly what was going on and why none of this worked. But we couldn't figure it out. It just wasn't happening. And I had basically this whole setup done with repeaters, just like this, but for some reason, and I don't know why, it doesn't work. Yes, that's precisely what I wanted down there. Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. There we go. It doesn't work. Whatever it is, it's too many blocks away. There's some kind of delay in the repeaters or something. I don't know what was causing it. And I could go... I didn't do more than like 12 or 13 blocks around horizontally, but it didn't seem to matter how many blocks out I went as long as the signal was there for it to work horizontally, but we couldn't get it to send out if I went like 4 blocks or 5 blocks in this direction and then down a level and then back up. This would not work. The hopper would fill it faster than it could detect there was items in it. And the trick was I knew I had to trigger my dropper, and I just didn't know I could do this. And so once he showed me that, I'm like, aha. Now the problem is that you can't put these next to another elevator system because the torch sending the power to the redstone signal triggers the other redstone. And so that doesn't work. And so you have to have a space between them. But that's only one space, and they can stay on the same level instead of 4 spaces or 3 spaces out the side, 2 spaces out the side, and having to drop down 2 layers. So this was sort of the answer to my problem. I wish I could get them so they were side by side. Unfortunately, from what I can tell, repeaters are stupid, and they have to have redstone coming off of them to send their signal on. That you can't just... Well, no, they can send it along a flat line. Repeaters can't send their signal down. Like when you use redstone, right, like this drop of redstone here receiving the torch signal is powering this block, and so this block is powering the repeater. But if I put a repeater on this block, it does not power the block. And so what I really needed was a repeater that could send down, or a repeater that could power the block below it, something like that. And there doesn't seem to be something like that. Now, I am not a redstone genius. Don't think this is any kind of genius. Short, he'll admit he's not a redstone genius either, but this is what we came up with. And it seems to be what I was looking for, pretty close anyways, just that I can't put them side by side. So now, when I throw my stones in here, you can see it triggers just like the horizontal version did, but it keeps it all vertical. And we'll wait for my cobble to come back out of it here. Yep. And so there we go. And I put... Oh no, I used some of it. I'm like, where's the rest of my cobble? But I used it building that. So that's what we've got. And let's see if we can't see this thing in action. I'm gonna drop down... Well, no, let's see if it even will work. This should take the cobble onto this hopper train, and that will run it all the way out to my first layer of hoppers here. Oh, dang it. And then I fall, of course. And all of that, all of that cobble just went into the hoppers instead of going into my inventory like I needed it to do. Either that or the game is glitched out. One of the two. Well, I can't see from down here. Now I'm going to miss my whole thing going. Come on. Hoppy, hoppy. Back to the top. Alright, so everything's gone from the chest. Well, we don't have any cobble in here yet. Alright, right here's where I'm going to go. This should have filled up this first hopper. It did not. Why didn't you go... Oh, no. Yeah, why didn't you go in this first hopper? I have no idea where it went. It should have dropped into this first hopper because it's empty, which should have sent it on its way after it hit 18. But if it just continued, I don't know. This is why I still need some tweaks. Oh, wait, it's right here. Look at this hopper is facing the wrong way. That's not going to work. Let's fix that. Alright, now let's see. Are these hoppers all facing the right way now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it in this hopper and see what happens. Now we need 18, or we need 20. Oh, let's grab some more right here. Alright, and I want it to go through the hoppers, so. Oh, see, we got a signal saying there's stuff in here. And it's going, see, 22. It's sent it into the hoppers. The hoppers apparently already sent it up the item elevator. So we didn't get to see that work. Alright. Let me grab some more so we can watch this work. Alright. Gonna throw it in here. Alright. And we watch the item elevator here. There's triggers, see? Lights are going on, flashing. That means it's pushing it up to the top. Oh, where's the way out? Here it is. Items are being pushed up to the top. And there we go. Look at that. Cobblestone in the chest. And then, like I said, once I get this all filtered out, I have a couple filters done, so let me show you what a filter looks like. My health is good. My boots are okay. Don't try that at home. Alright. I went down too far. Let me go up here. This is actually the row I want to be on. Oh. It's hard to make that jump because of the hopper overhead. Seriously. Oh, I don't have enough food to run. That's what's happening. There we go. Oh, I thought I had a filter on this. I don't have a filter at all. Well, let's set up a filter then. Something's not right here. Oh, let me tell you about this. But yeah, this isn't right. Why is... Oh, yeah, no, that is right. No, wait, something's missing here. Oh, I totally am missing hoppers on this. So this is what happens down here with the hopper chains. So over here's the item elevator, right? And so these hoppers are going to pull the items over to the hopper chains. And so to do every other one, I just have to put in a sideways one to feed into the single chain that goes over to uh, my dropper elevator, which we've already seen the dropper elevators work. But this is what my hoppers are doing down here. I was thinking there I was missing whole rows of them, but I was just missing the connector between the two sections. All right, there we go. So to do a filter, I just have to put in 18 of something, or not 18. Oh, I just sent dirt through there. Oh, stop doing that, will you? 21 of something is what I mean. 21. Like that. And then you put 1 of whatever's the filter. And you want to use the same item throughout, I guess. I don't know. I haven't gotten this far. So all of these comparators will be lit up, and they will be lighting up the first redstone, but they don't light up the second redstone until they get enough stuff. And so the idea is that when stuff comes across the top hoppers here, you can see they're all pointed to the right, so they're feeding into each other. But if a hopper is underneath a hopper, it gets priority most of the time. I read there might be some issues where it doesn't get priority. But so the item should fall into the hopper that's the filter, right? And this filter is triggering this comparator. The comparator triggers twice when it gets enough items, and underneath of that hopper is another hopper, but it's locked with the redstone torch. And so when this lights up, it lights up the relay, the router, the what's it called? Repeater. Yeah, I don't know redstone. Which turns off the torch, which lets this send its item. We'll suck out of that one item and send it, and then it just goes along the train, which actually goes here and then over to the other line. And then one of the problems I had today was that I got it all done, and I tried it out, and it didn't work. And what had happened was I tried putting my hoppers directly underneath of my elevators, and the elevators are actually powering a block with redstone on the bottom. And so the redstone was turning off the hopper chain, and so it couldn't get through. Now, that dirt should have wound up... that dirt should have wound up in here, but it's probably trapped in my hopper chain somewhere. Or I missed something. Who knows? I gotta tweak it a little bit yet, but it works. I just have to I just have to finish it. Oh, like that there. I didn't finish. I already said I gotta finish that yet. Where did that dirt go though? Oh, there. Why did it stop out there? I probably haven't finished this yet. I got angry earlier. Not angry. I got depressed earlier and had to take a break. And, oh, yep, see, look at... Really? I'm missing a whole bunch of torches through here. I need to get some more redstone torches and finish that off. That's why that piece of dirt was in there. All right, so that's my sorting system. Once I get the filters in place and finish finding all the little glitches where I missed torches and things like that, then this will be done. I'll box her in and have a big giant warehouse building with basically just this. But the 30 items will sort into the chest based on my filters, and I've already been trying to make a list of what's going to go where. I should be able to just dump stuff off here, and then it will come through. In fact, if I dump dirt in here right now, it should go and fill up the second hopper for this top chest. I got so many weird things just shoved in chests. Let's go ahead and throw that in there too and see how this works. Maybe? Right? Yep. The elevator chain's going. And so it's going to be feeding into this top chest. So if you're willing to lose 18 of or 22 of your items in your filters, like with dirt and cobblestone, that's not an issue. You don't even need to set a filter. But I don't want to put 22 diamonds in there, so I'm going to need to set up a filter. Piggy, what happened to you? Weird. So I don't know why he's staring so hard at me. But you don't need to set the filter, but for things like diamonds and stuff, I wanted a filter. And there's a lot more than 30 items, so you can see how much work went into just getting 30 items. And, this was my first redstone contraption that I've built. And it has taken hours, way more time than I expected. All right. I'm going to call it here. Next time we should get back to building, which is what I enjoy. And Short actually brought me over a gift, which is why he came over in the first place. And he has brought me a ton of clay and bricks. He was clearing out some swamp stuff, I guess, or he's got a swamp right next to his house that was full of clay, and he saw that I needed clay, so he grabbed it all for me so that I can continue working on my walls around my city. So I need to get out there and fill those in. It's really funny because now we have the mesa and there's lots of hardened clay, and I'm having problems getting my hands on normal clay. And it goes so fast when you make bricks. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. I get my 30 item sorter set up. Mostly I just want to come up and be like, here's all my iron ingots, my gold ingots, redstone lapis, diamonds, that kind of thing. I got a list. Let's see. Crap that I get from mobs is going to go into chests, like zombie meat and string and arrows and stuff like that, just because you're always picking that stuff up. Gunpowder, coal, and stuff like that. So, and then things like cobble. When I melt it down to stone, there'll be stone will go in the chest, and um, but like I don't have enough sorters for things like slabs and whatnot. So slabs and stuff will just have to be sorted manually into the chest. Or if I even put them in there, I might just put them in a different chest altogether in a different area. But I think this is pretty cool. Way bigger than my barrel systems I put together on Feed the Beast for sure. But I really like the idea that I'm going to have my own sorting system when this is done. And it's just about there. Um, all right, click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. We'll get over here and take another view at the vertical trigger for a dropper elevator. And I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do what I've done. But like I said, I'm new to this. So, yeah. Click like if you like, subscribe to catch the next one, if I didn't already say that. And I'll talk to you later.